Hi YouTube, it's not with Charm Grammy Crochet. Lacey and I are here to do the 20 questions. So I'm sitting on my comfy couch while I crochet and get this knocked out for you real quick. Let's see, what does my name mean? I googled it. Lynette is a French name, which I knew that. And it means idol. Yeah. So when the first time I heard somebody doing this, I thought, I would think that's, what does your YouTube channel's name mean? So that's what I'm going to go with as well. I mean, everybody was telling you what your name means, but I'm going to say my YouTube channel's name was derived from my grandchildren. Well, my children, my daughter and daughter-in-law, were hooking me up years ago on Instagram, and which I have a page, channel, whatever you call that, Instagram, a Twitter account, and a YouTube channel. And you had to have a name, and so we came up with Charmed Grammy, because Chloe is CH, Ariana AR, and Madison MD. So we got Charmed, I'm the Grammy, Charmed Grammy. So I do have an Instagram, I do have a Twitter. I have been in Instagram since I've opened my YouTube channel. Occasionally I'll go in there and I'll post a video. But I really don't know how to use or understand how to use Instagram. Twitter, not a clue. They put me on that account. I don't know that I've ever tweeted one thing. It's really sad when Trump can tweet and I can't. Not that I'm trying to be political, but you know, I don't know how to. So end of that. So that's where Charmed Grammy came from, and my name is French, meaning idol. Where am I from? I live in a little city called Garfield Heights in Ohio, right outside of Cleveland. I've lived in the greater Cleveland area my whole entire life. I was born in Cleveland and have never lived further away than probably 5 miles. If I was a boy, what would I have been named? The only thing I can tell you is not Michael, because that's my brother's name. And he's older than me, so he got it first. And I don't think they would have named 2 kids Michael. My biggest accomplishment, I don't think I have one. I know a lot of people are saying their kids are their biggest accomplishment. I raised 3 children, my husband and I. We have raised 3 children. We helped to raise 2 of our 4 grandchildren. Because they lived with us for a while. Those aren't my accomplishments, though. Those are their accomplishments. My kids have grown up, and we did raise them to be good people. You know, that was our goal. And they are good, productive, well-adjusted, nice human beings. But that's their decision to be that way, not my decision. I mean, it's my decision for them, but that's not my accomplishment. They are who they are, and they make that choice every day when they get up, just like everybody else does. So I can't take responsibility for the fact that they turned out to be good people. You can have your best intentions and your kid could be an axe murderer. Everybody makes their own choice, and my kids thankfully chose to grow up and be decent people. And I would say, you know, we helped to raise them that way, but it's their choices, so they're not my accomplishments. I don't have a very accomplished life. You know, nothing spectacular going on here. But that brings me back to another, it's the 9th question, so it's out of order, but what is good about my life? Everything is good about my life. I have no complaints in my life whatsoever. I don't live in the Taj Mahal. We have a nice little old house. It's paid for. We have, you know, we go on several vacations every year. I can buy yarn when I want to. I can do what I want to do. But we're not extravagant people. My life is good. I wouldn't change. There's nothing that I could do in my life right now to change it other than win the lottery. You know, I mean, who wouldn't want more money and more not having to work? You know, that whole work thing gets in the way of things you want to do. But you know, I'm good. Let's see. So my eyes are blue. They've always been blue. Sometimes they're gray. Candle scent. I do not have a sense of smell. I smoked for 25 years, 35 years. 35 years. I started smoking when I was 10. I'm old. People smoked early back then. It was when I was 10. 10-year-olds weren't supposed to smoke, but when I was young, everybody smoked. You smoked at work. You smoked at the doctor's office. You smoked in the hospital. Heck, my daughter is going to be 39 this year. You were allowed to smoke in the hospital 40 years ago when she was born. By the time my next kid came along, they didn't allow you to smoke in the... You couldn't smoke in the maternity ward, but other rooms you were allowed to smoke in, I think. By the time... And he's 35. And by the time the youngest one was born, you weren't allowed to smoke in the hospital rooms. But I think you could still smoke in the waiting rooms. But, you know, in the 90s, I could smoke at work. So it wasn't so taboo back then. And I smoked up until I was 45, and I'm 56 now. So after I quit smoking, after 35 years of smoking, I quit and I lost my sense of smell. So I don't have a candle scent because I can't smell them anyway. But I used to really like the smell of roses and lilacs. So I would say I would go with a flowery scent. Can I cook? I've cooked for a long time. I don't cook so much anymore. I can cook. I used to be better at it. I'm out of practice. I don't like to cook anymore. I like to bake sometimes. I get in the mood. I cooked for, 40 years, and now it's just the two of us, and my husband has learned to like to cook, so he does more cooking than I do. And I'm good with that. I'm really good at reheating what he cooks. And I do the prep when he cooks. I do a lot of the prep. But he does the actual cooking, and I'm all good for that. Let's see. I already asked. Let's see. I am a Capricorn, born January 8th, which is Elvis Presley's birthday. He's older than me, by the way, or would be. What scares me about aging? Aging is part of life. I'm not afraid of aging. I'm afraid of not aging. What happens when you stop aging? That's not a good thing. So I don't have a problem with aging. I have a problem with, there's things that I don't want to happen to me. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be the drooling vegetable in the corner that doesn't even know you have drool running out of your face. At that point, I firm believer in euthanasia as far as that goes. If you can't be cognizant of what's going on around you, I don't want to be that. Not that I'm afraid of that, because obviously I wouldn't know, but it would be such a burden on my family. I wouldn't want to do that. And I have already told my kids, if I end up like that, just put me in a corner in a nursing home, and I don't want you to come visit me, because I don't want you to see me like that. I don't want anybody to remember me in that kind of state. Let's see, favorite holiday is, definitely Christmas. And that comes back, I'm sure, from childhood, the decorations and the music and the movies and the gifts and the buying and the festivities. In the holiday music, I remember, oh goodness, when I was a kid, they used to have holiday Christmas shows all the time. Like Bing Crosby Christmas and the King family, whoever they were, they used to put on a Christmas special. I decorate. That's the only holiday I decorate for, because really it's a pain in the rear end. I give credit to all those people that change decorations for every holiday. That's like work. But I do that kind of work for Christmas. And my husband decorates outside, and I put lights all over the house, inside, and I do put up holiday shower curtains. We didn't have a shower for years. I mean, we had a shower in the basement, and really it's not a nice shower. It's a spigot in the wall, but that's what we used for years and years and years. My house is really old. It's 100 years old. And it has an old-fashioned clawfoot tub, and there was no shower up there. Well, about 10 years ago, we put a shower with the rod that, you hang the rod from the ceiling, and now we shower upstairs, and so now I have shower curtains, and I changed the shower curtains off. I'm like, oh, I get to have shower curtains. So I was so shower curtain deprived for so long. I mean, we put shower curtains in the basement, but the basement's like an old cellar, and it's not finished. So you have the shower, but it's 2 curtains and a brick wall, nothing that you would decorate or be fancy with. So when we got the shower in the bathroom, finally, I change shower curtains regularly. Like, I have 3 elephant shower curtains, and I have spring shower curtains and whatever, and I have Christmas shower curtains, so I do put up Christmas shower curtains. And then the downstairs, I don't decorate the bedrooms or anything. Gift giving, I like shopping, I like wrapping, I like the whole everything of Christmas. The baking, the cooking. Guilty pleasures would be yarn, chocolate. Yarn and chocolate. Binge watch. We don't generally watch a lot of TV anymore. We could go days and not turn the TV on. Now that my husband does like to watch the weather, and he does watch sports, I don't watch a lot of TV during the week for sure, because I go to bed so early with work, or because of work. So I record shows, and then like when I sit down and actually I'm going to be up in the evening and crochet and whatever, then I'll binge watch stuff that I've recorded, which is just regular TV, but I'm asleep for. So, and that way I can fast forward commercials. I just started watching a show called High Castle, I think, on Prime. It's on Amazon Prime. And I saw something that said it was the 4th and final season. And I'm on, I started watching it today, so I'm on, the 3rd episode. I don't know. It's pretty good, though. Let's see. Can't leave home without my keys, my purse, a drink, crochet, glasses. I have to have my glasses. I can't drive without them. Am I a morning or night owl? I am a night owl, which really sucks for the fact that I have to go to bed at 8 o'clock in the evening on the days that, I work in the morning, because I have a hard time falling asleep. Let's see, favorite movie genre. I like all kinds of movies. I like kids movies, I'm just as happy to watch Beauty and the Beast as I am to watch a Marvel comic, to watch I don't like generally westerns, but anything else, I like sci-fi, I like romance, love romance. I love sci-fi romance. I like horror movies. Not necessarily blood and guts. That's not scary, that's just gross. I don't mind gross, but those movies, when you want the slasher, just slasher, they're not even scary, they're just gross. I'd go see it with somebody if somebody else wanted to see it. It's not a movie I would pick out. Like Saw. That one maybe. Because, yeah, it's gross, but it's, intriguing. But, The Nightmare Before, or no, the guy with the fingers, Freddy, and Michael Myers, and those movies, those are scary, suspense. But then I like Jaws, and I like action, and I like comedies. I like everything. There's a morning night favorite movie. Last thing I purchased, yarn and groceries at the grocery store. Let's see, introvert or extrovert? Believe it or not, I'm more introverted than you would think. I could I'm really good at being able to just BS with anybody, anywhere, in a small group. 3 or 4 people. When you get 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 people, I want 3 or 4 people. I'm not the life of the party type of girl, so small, intimate groups work better for me. But I don't have a problem talking to anyone, generally anywhere. Let's see, and my favorite book. I don't know that I have a favorite single book. I used to read a lot, but I can't read and crochet at the same time because that's kind of hard to watch the book and watch what you're doing and follow a YouTube video, which really makes it hard. But I do, I started audiobooks, so I can crochet an audiobook at the same time, no problem. I can drive an audiobook at the same time. I can clean my house an audiobook at the same time. So if I'm not listening to YouTube videos while I'm doing those things, then I tend to listen to books on tape. I have favorite authors. I like sci-fi, I like mysteries, I like romance, but I tend to always want to read books that come in a series. 3, 4, 5. If I like the first book, if I go past like the 3rd or 4th chapter of a book, I'm getting to know those characters, and if I'm going to continue to read that book, it's because I like the characters and I want to get to know them more. So my favorite book series is definitely, hands down, The Black Dagger Brotherhood by J.R. Ward. I think the 17th or 18th book is coming out this month. I think. I do have most of them. Maybe I don't have the last 2. Probably in, actual paperback books, even though I haven't opened the last several. I've purchased but didn't open because I've listened to them on tape, because I can't crochet and do other things while I actually hold the book in my hand. So that is my very favorite series. And I do like other books that she's written. But I have a lot of authors that I really like. But my favorite series is definitely The Black Dagger Brotherhood. And it's a sci-fi romance thriller kind of series, and I really like it. So I reread that series. Some of it, I almost know by heart. The first few books, because I've read them so many times. And I did used to physically read them. And then, of course, everybody read the Twilight series. Everybody read the 50 Shades of Grey series. But Black Dagger Brotherhood, if you want to listen and crochet, check them out. That's it. That's the last one. 20 questions down. And not even 20 minutes on the video. So, yeah, you can look at that. And here I am, just flashing my hook at you all the whole time. But I think my dinner is probably just about ready. My husband just got out of the shower. So I will talk to you later. Thanks. Happy hooking. Have a great day.